Do you think Seattle can win the Super Bowl?
I don't think Seattle can win the Super Bowl.
Do you think the Packers can win the Super Bowl?
I need to see them finish.
Sure. I need to see as of today, do you think?
No.
Okay.
I
Nick,
don't.
do you think the Packers can win the Super Bowl?
Of course he think they can.
Well, I mean,
they can win the Super Bowl.
The Panthers can.
If the Lake Forest Greg was playing quarterback, he'd say they could win the Super Bowl.
No, that's not true. I mean, but again, the Packers, look at how they finished last season. They were definitely one of the best teams in the league. I understand it's a new season. They have their nucleus back.
I like Green Bay. I just don't think they can win the Super Bowl.
No, okay, but I do, and they're the only teams they've lost to, and yet you could argue they haven't beat the best teams. That's a fair argument, but the top teams, all these other teams, Philly, Detroit, all these teams, everyone's just like we're going to be one of them win the Super Bowl. The Packers have played all these teams tough. They clearly belong playing against these teams. So to say that they can't win a Super Bowl when all these other teams who you say can win a Super Bowl, they're clearly in their league. And you consider the fact that they have the youngest team in the league. All these teams, all these players are ascending, and they're as competitive as they are now. Imagine how good they can be come playoff time.
The problem with winning the Super Bowl is not a bowl of M&Ms. You as a fan think that, it's a bowl of M&Ms. Let me just grab them. It doesn't work like that. You got to go on the road.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard as hell. Even though I think they're portable,
they did that. I mean, again, they got experience last season.
It was like 1,000 years ago when they won a Super Bowl going on the road.
No, last year they went to Dallas. They went to San Francisco.
They beat a Dallas team that sucked,
and then they played competitively against the team that went to the Super Bowl.
They played competitive against a team that won a Super Bowl. They didn't win though.
Yeah.
They didn't win. I understand your bias,
but to say that they couldn't go, to say they can't win the Super Bowl, to say they don't have the talent to win the Super Bowl.
If you told me that they were going to win the division, if you said they're going to win the division,
sure.
then I would say, yeah, they can win the Super Bowl. You know how hard it is to go on the road and win, not 3 games. 4 games on the road.
How many in the past since 2010? How many wild card teams have made the Super Bowl? Quite a bit.
No, you cannot go on the road and win the Super Bowl 4 games.
How many teams?
You got the last team to do it was the 2020. The last team to do it was the 2010 Green Bay Packers. If my math is correct,
no,
that was the last team to do it.
The Giants, right?
The Giants.
No.
The Giants did it in 2014.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry. The Giants were the last team.
Yeah.
Before that, it was the Green Bay Packers. The Giants were the last team to do it.
Are you sure they were the last ones?
I am 100% sure. I bet my right hand on it. It's hard because you got to win 4, not 3.
I don't think it's likely. I'm not expecting them to, but I absolutely think they have the talent. I think
you got to go through a gauntlet.
Yeah.
Starting with Detroit's and Philadelphia's, Minnesota's.
We've played both those teams. We competed
and you
well
may have
against
to
those
go.
teams.
Let's say you have to go on the road to a Seattle. It's just hard as hell to do.
They could absolutely get knocked out the first round, but
definitely superfan. Definitely Green Bay superfan.
Superfan is acting like
that's what you're doing.
Are you telling me they don't have the talent to win?
They don't have the talent to win the Super Bowl right now. No, if they had the home
but
field,
Detroit and Philly does.
Absolutely.
Detroit does, I think. But.
Absolutely. Okay.
Does Minnesota?
I'll just name 2 players. I named 2 players Detroit have at the receiver position: Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay, all of Packers receivers are at that level.
Oh.
Jameson Williams just finally got good.
I am going
literally finally got good.
I'm going to.
I'm
going to pour gasoline on my hair and burn it.
Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Tucker Kraft is turning into
Doubs is really good. Really good.
Yeah, but
he's learning how to play.
All Detroit has is Amon-Ra St. Brown and
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams,
who literally just showed up. Who next week could have an injury.
Like Laporta?
What? No, he's really good.
Jameer Gibbs.
You don't like Gibbs?
Listen,
you don't like Jameer Gibbs? You don't like Laporta?
Listen, you're just shitting on my Packers.
You don't like Montgomery?
They have a good team.
Penei Sewell, you don't like that? Even Penei Sewell catches passes and running the football.
If we want to start naming players on a roster, I can name Packer players who are very
nobody's
good.
Nobody's naming the roster.
Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Zach Tom. Zach Tom, look, he's a really good player. He's an all-pro right tackle, and he will be.
To the people that support their team.
Oh well, I'll show up. Maybe they'll win this year, but to sit there and tell me that they don't have the talent to win the Super Bowl. I don't. When they compete with these teams,
it's going on the. It's just not the talent. You have to go on the road and do it 4 times.
I get it. It's unlikely, but I think they have the talent, and I think they have more talent than Seattle.
My college has the talent to win a national championship. Guess what?
I think Jordan
not going to happen.
I think Jordan Love has the talent and the ceiling to show up in the playoffs in ways that I don't think the Seattle quarterback does.
But Seattle is not going to go win the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying. But in a way,
There's only 3 teams, in my opinion, that's going to win the Super Bowl out of the NFC. The Lions, Minnesota, Philly.
You think Minnesota?
Yeah.
Minnesota
has more?
Minnesota.
Okay. And they're going to have to go on the road?
No, I'm saying.
No, but they're going to have to go on the road.
They're going to have to go on the road and do it.
Uh-huh.
If anybody, those are the 3 teams, in my opinion, that can win the Super Bowl out of the NFC.
But the Packers can't?
No.
So you have the franchise. Minnesota's
a
historical losers, and
but
curse.
You're talking about something different.
That matters too. Like the curse of the Lions. I'm telling you what, those players are going to pucker up come playoff time.
Oh God, he's talking like a fan. All fan.
All
fan. Because
I am a fan. You're right. I'm a fan.
Pucker up.
I am definitely a fan.
When you had a chance to go to the playoffs and y'all
pissed down Packers,
your own legs against the Detroit Lions at home.
The Packers are
in and you lost.
They're the youngest team in the league. Not
it wasn't the young team.
Not the 5th youngest.
No,
not the 20th. They're the youngest team in the league.
You were not young when you and your star quarterback pee down your leg against the Detroit Lions in Week 17. You don't remember that?
Week 17.
One and get in.
One 2 years ago.
It doesn't matter. You're talking about history.
That was Aaron Rodgers.
You said the history of the Detroit Lions and their history. Okay.
Detroit Lions.
History's over. This is a different team.
They have their entire city. Like all Detroit has is the Lions right now. That's all they got. And they're just banking on this year being the year. And God forbid they don't. I'm going to have to but it's like Lions fans, Packer fans, it's like they finally got a winner and they act like they've been there for the past. I mean, I've been a Packer fan since the 3rd grade. I don't know what it's when they have a losing season. I'm like, Jesus, what is this? It's almost refreshing to keep me to make me appreciate what it's like to have a winner.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.